Alright guys, welcome back to the next episode of the Copart rebuild. And today we're going to be working on our roll cage. Here's what we got. I actually started cutting it apart already. This guy sat right there and it had the bar all the way across the front. Cut it out. It's cut all the way in half. I'll take it apart. We're going to cut, well, I cut right at the end of the bend here. We're going to cut right at the end of the bend here and bring it together so it'll look like a little cockpit I'm sitting in. Basically, we only want to keep the driver's half width of this. So let's get at it. All right, we got everything cut off. I realized that's good, that one's short. So we'll just take a chunk of pipe we cut off and not do that. Great. We're gonna mock this up into the car, see how it fits, if we need to cut out more or do what. So I'm gonna sit in the car and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, update. We got our bungee straps holding her in place. And as you can see, we got our seat in there. Cage is pretty close where it needs to be. We had to move it forward, so we just took a Sawzall to our dash here. Same thing's gonna have to happen right over there on the other side of the radio for that side. And then you can see we're there to there away, so we're pretty close. So what I'm gonna do real quick is Sawzall the other side of my dash. Hopefully don't have any wires that hurt anything. And then we'll come back and see if it all lines up better. All right, so trying to get into the roll cage, we can't get into the car very well. So I think what we're gonna do is just cut the windshield out so we can go in through the dash that way. So, again, trust these Sawzall, and we'll just go to town. Much better. Never tell you guys my favorite tool is a hammer. All right, we're sitting in our driver's seat, and we know we have to get just side of the radio across here. I don't want to cut into here if I can't see what's behind it, cut into any wires I might need. So we're getting there. To be continued. Okay, so that's left a lot harder than I thought it was. Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I guess welcome to the same episode. So I started this part 5 on this car. So I'm gonna guess last fall is about when I quit working on this. I'd say somewhere around October. It's now April. So you're getting, however far was it, 6 months in between, where I didn't work on the car. It's just been sitting around back. I've been busy with other stuff. But we got about a month to the first race. I got about a month the next customer job comes in. So I'm just gonna catch you up because I've been doing a few things here and there on it from the last point you see me smashing a hammer through the dash. So here's where we're at right now. We put some actual good tires, race tires on it. We have our cage in the car. I bought a brand new Kirkley race seat, no mounts even on it yet. I have to make some mounts. But here it is actually in the car now. As you see, we just tacked it together. Where we cut it, it come together real nice. You see our back has a gap of about, what is it, about 5-6 inches back there. But then back behind the seat, it tacked together perfect. So again, all we have is not even, just a little gap right there. I'll have to take a piece of extra pipe we have laying around in here, and then I have to make some mounts to go from there to the floor. This one actually sits right on our inner rocker structure. And I gotta make one that goes from here down to the floor. Again, that's gonna be about 8 inches. Same thing over there, from there down to the floor. Our door bars go up into our metal in our dash, right up here, and where that one meets right there is our metal right there for that. I can still open my door, but I have it ratchet strapped in place so the cage is as far away as it can come. We also skinned out our door so our cage actually sits back inside where our inner door is supposed to be. So this is basically just a skin like a race car would have. Oh, what else did I do? Oh, we got our front bumper in the shop. And this thing is the most heaviest duty bumper I've ever seen built. You can see the structure is still perfect. It took a good lick here and smashed all that in. Took a hit there. Took a hit over here somewhere. Took a hit over here and busted all this out. But I'm gonna guess this bumper weighs at least 200 to 250 pounds. So now that I think you're all cut up, unless you see something that I did that I didn't tell you about. And I don't think so. Just put some extra wheels on this, put the fender on, got the hood propped up with a broom handle. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the pieces that I need, weld our cage solid inside of here, and then I'll bring you back when we get that done real quick, because I know this video is gonna be running long as it is. Now that you're all cut up, I'll bring you back when we're gonna do some welding on the cage. Okay, we got all of our stuff tacked together. Ow! Try this again. Okay, we got all of our cage tacked together. So if we come up here, we can see that piece is good. Go down there, we got a piece down there. We come down up front here. We got that piece sitting on a piece of bar because we're not on a solid point on the floor. Same thing over there. We got that tacked in place there, so we're gonna go ahead and weld it all together. And we're gonna do it nice and pretty like, because this thing's gotta look pretty. I'll set you guys somewhere inside the car and we'll time lapse a little weld up. All right, we got the most beautiful welds you've ever seen going on here. Oof, look at them bad boys. Don't look at that one. That's not so good. But I started welding to our inner rocker panel, and I done run out of wire. She's empty. So that's what we're gonna call this one for the day, because everything else is gonna be closed by now. Oh yeah. It just has to look good. It don't even look good. Ooh. And could you see me welding from outside of the car looking in? Hang on a second, you gotta see this. So I done reached my hand up in through here so I could see down into there to weld up into here. And then I'm able to see right through here to weld into there. Pretty fancy. And then you can come up to here and you could weld down through the sunroof. Looks like some pretty good welds, huh? So I think we're gonna call that good right now. Wait a minute, I know what you guys need. Where is it? There you are. I know why you're sticking around. We still got a mirror on there. There. We could have just took the bolts off of it. Yep, there's the bolts. There, y'all should be happy.